This is a Headgum podcast.
No rap!
We can discuss, give me your truth, it never fails.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Lil Real, and right now you listen to Keep It Real with
Young Wayne.
That's right, my boy Young Wayne's in the building. And today, to me, feels like a two-part in a way, but it all ties into each other because there's so much going on in the news. But it's two things that stand out to me, right? And I wish I'd get my friend on here. Shout out to Ebony K. Williams. She's been in the news lately because her interview she did with Ayana Vazant saying that, you know, she didn't say she wouldn't date a bus driver. She said, I wouldn't date a bus driver unless he owned the bus, right?
No, she said she wouldn't date a bus driver. That's cool.
But this, okay. She be the double. Okay, you know, she said that, right? Now, and this episode is about statements. So that's what she said, and we're going to get into that. And then we have another person who says something that maybe he's kicking himself in the butt now. Dylan Brooks.
Oh, okay.
Talking shit about LeBron. And didn't he want to address the media at the end?
Yeah. But I don't think that was all that happened. It had to be way more. It's way deeper than what we think. Like how was acting around the team. It had to be. It couldn't have just been comments to LeBron.
Yeah, but it was a lot. But then he ended up, you know, Memphis said they're not bringing him back.
And
in the most meanest way I've ever seen. I think I've never seen an NBA team say something like that unless somebody did something really insane. Because for them to say that to Dylan Brooks and then y'all let Ja Morant come back after the gun case is kind of interesting. And messed up. Which, once again, you like maybe it's deeper than that. But let's start with my friend Ebony K. Williams. You know, a lot of people feel like she's like, I guess, basically shitting on blue collar
market people. Yeah.
And that's not fair to her. Like, all she is basically saying what her standards are. And it feels like every time a black woman say, hey, this is what I deserve and want, everybody has a problem with it. Or they give them a gold digger tag or any of that. We don't say anything about who we know keep dating NBA players. Come on now. Come on. Nobody say nothing. Nobody even asks them questions like that. You know, do you think she was shitting on blue collar people?
She was saying her standards, but yeah, I mean, it go both ways. You can't. I mean, you shouldn't do that, man. Like I wouldn't date a girl to work at Burger King. If you said that, you know, how would that look? It would look bad.
Well, if I'm a successful person, why wouldn't I want the same thing? Why wouldn't I have a standard that high? Because my standards are like that now. That don't mean, and you know what's interesting, because men do get the, like, you know, people with men, women, everybody think we just want anybody. Which some dudes don't care.
No.
I actually give a damn. I like an educated woman, okay? I like an articulate woman. I like somebody who's very intelligent. I like somebody who's, you don't have to be as successful as me, but be successful in what you're doing.
How long have you been like that, though? That's an honest question there.
That's a great question. I mean, as long as I could only ask for where I'm at.
Now.
Yeah. And so back then, I wasn't asking for something I wasn't there at.
Well, not back then. So, like, let's say Friends of the People, 2014, where you only were looking to date people that were actresses or writers or comedians or... Well, you might,
no, I mean, well, around that time, I was going through a divorce, so I was just, I just wanted hugs.
That's true.
I just wanted some hugs, man. So, you know, but I wasn't, it's so funny you say that now, because now I'm in a place now with, you know, Danella, that I feel like I've literally met my soulmate. And recently, I've had to make a decision. It's so interesting. Maybe very recently, it was a big part of my therapy session yesterday, which, shout out to Dr. Shamina, man. She just keep it 100 with me. Like, she be checking me so much, it's so funny. Like, I'll be saying something, and she be like, bro, you're smarter than that. Come on. You know why. I'm like, what? Yeah. She just challenges me to, like, stay out there. Because sometimes we can all act really naive for no reason. Like, that's a part of the wall we create to protect ourselves. Is especially men do it, right? We like, hey, baby, that ain't my intention. I don't know what her intention is. This is my intention. You know damn well what shorty on.
That's funny. Speaking of, I'm going back to Bel Air, and the last episode was going on now. So I don't know if everybody's seen that shit.
I haven't seen it yet, but But it's that type of thing, though. It is this thing where we tend to do that naive shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And because we do that, that's why like some of our standards are low. And you know, when you hit a certain age, it changes even more. You know, like ABK Wins, we're around the same age. You know, in our 40s, and I believe she is. I mean, I don't want to age her, but you know, it's just you get in this very grown space of this is what I'm gonna deal with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, in that pool of men, it ain't a lot available though. That's what's unfortunate.
And
I think that's what Ayanna was kind of saying too. Like, hey, that's not necessarily available for real. Do you care about having love and all that stuff more?
right, the person, not the job, the person. Like, because that person can develop into something else. We've seen movies. We've seen in real life people may start it here, but they had ideas. They just need somebody to cultivate them.
Well, let's talk about this. This is such a real conversation.
Yeah.
Bus driver.
Okay.
You 45, 50. What the fuck else you finna do? I'm just being honest. If that you're just gonna pretty much retire or find something else to do outside, like I'm just being honest. If that's the age pool you're dating in, by that time most people are established with whoever and what they are.
That may be a percentage thing. Percentages say that's what they're gonna do, but there are people who don't do that. I met a guy, I was in Petaluma recently, and he said he worked for United Airlines this many years, but now he builds wineries. He always wanted to build wineries, but he had to work. He wanted to work to get that pension or that retirement to go do what he wanted to do. So, with that being said, I hear what you're saying.
That's a great example, but that's not a lot of people.
Yeah, that's why I said the percentages go
It's
where
not a
you're
lot of
going.
it's not a lot of
Right.
people. Most people will still like but then also too we gotta think about this generation of people. Because we still got people in their 50s talking about they still young. Mm-hmm. And you ain't. You're grown. You're like I think after 35, you gotta stop saying you still young. In my opinion. You're grown as fuck, yo. That's why people get mad at me. I'm like, I'm 43. They're like, and I'm like, hey, I'm old. No, you ain't old. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I am fine aging. That is fine with me.
Yeah, people don't want to embrace getting older.
People don't want to embrace getting older.
That's true.
I mean, that's why, like, you know, historically, cosmetic surgery is what it is.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to age.
Yeah.
You know, and so, like, you know, when you're in the second half of your life, you have to start making, when it comes to relationships, it's a very, very real decision you got to make. I know with me, and I could be honest, it is what it is. I feel like, and I discovered that I was still keeping one foot in and one foot out. And so, like, me and Danella had a rough patch recently because I felt like someone was fighting me and vice versa.
Right.
She almost felt like breaking up with me. And I understood, and I was kind of okay with it, like, because I'm like, am I still for the streets?
Oh.
But then I was like, why am I, you know, I couldn't wait to go to therapy and talk about it, and I did. And it was like, all right, the reason why I'm doing it is a part of my wall. It's this thing I created to protect myself. Like, going through divorce was so hurtful, and I felt like a failure. And as I was rebuilding myself, what made me function was the player shit. So once I took on that shit, you know, which is why I didn't have any girlfriends for a long time. April knew me a long time. I mean, I had girls I liked, but I wouldn't fully be with them because I didn't want to be hurt again. And so I created this thing where it was always been, all right, then leave. I don't give a shit. Cool, you want to break? Go ahead. I'm not adjusting anything. But then when you meet somebody that deserves all of you, you got to take the risk. So I had to have a conversation with player me. Which is crazy as fuck. It's a scene in the movie The Meal I did where I talked to myself. It's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. I saw a cut of the movie already. It's so good. And I literally had that conversation with player me, and it's almost like earlier Milton. Like me before I started in this business for real, and because that's where everything started to change. And I got really, and it's like, okay, let's bring the nice guy back. You didn't finish last.
Right.
Let him just roam the rest of this run. Not the protective, the tough thing, all that shit. And I did all that to protect myself. I ain't got to do that. And, you know, I remember I sat down with Danella yesterday, and I just sat her down and said, look, and because Dr. Shamina said this to me. She said, Rel, you know, cool, if you do that, do that. But understand also you're putting her in a position to destroy your world. When you go all in with somebody and you give them all of you,
Yeah.
either they gonna love you good or they gonna fuck you up. But it's the risk. You gotta trust that person and the process. You know, me trying to protect myself from pain is stupid because love, even when you're in love, it comes with some pain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, to make that decision, literally, I had that conversation with Player and me, like, hey, man, dude. And it wasn't even like a mean breakup. Player and me was just like, all right, fam, we had a good run. You got you a good-ass woman now. You got your dream girl. It was fun. Do you. You ain't got to do this shit no more.
You know, I hear you, and this is awesome. It's funny because my mind went to Steve Urkel getting rid of Stefan Urkel, right? Because he was really ruining his life.
Well, that's exactly what that is. That's buddy love.
Yep, buddy love. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it is,
Yeah.
and most of those personas are created to protect nice you from being hurt.
That's real.
Or you understanding that good you is good enough.
Good enough, yep. Because the other person was always taking it too far, getting out of control.
Nice guys always get hurt. Nice guys finish last, as we're told. But it's like, nah, I didn't finish last. you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you can step up and you can enjoy this, nice guy.
It's nice guy's turn.
It's nice guy's turn. And I think it's so funny. I feel like it's about to affect not only in my relationship, just all parts of my life now. Because now I've made the conscious decision to like just be a good person, the good guy, man. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize I had to create all this other shit to protect myself. But that's why you go to damn therapy, Wayne.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Therapy's some shit. And just owning how like Dr. Shamina always tell me how smart I am. She's like, you're so smart, Rel. You're one of the smartest people I've ever met. I'm like, yeah, I am actually.
Yeah, I am actually.
Well, because you know we tend to dumb ourselves down to fit into shit. I ain't doing that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And I've done it. I know I've done it. Sometimes I've done it unconsciously.
Right.
You know, that kind of goes along with code switching sometimes. And then it go back to Ebony K. Williams is that I understand what she wants, and she should want that. You know what I'm saying? Most men that talk shit about stuff like that are scared of women like that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want,
me.
A lot of people might not want to deal with that, and that's not a bad
Well,
thing.
it's asking you to grow the fuck up.
Yeah, some people might not want that.
None of us, like I was telling Danella this morning. I said, you know, the moment of me telling myself, because you know what we do, right? If you're a father, you're a mother, you're paying bills, you're doing all, you're like, I'm grown as fuck. So you don't even look at the immaturity you've kept on to yourself. And because when you don't want to grow up, you don't want to be held accountable on shit, which is why you do the naive shit.
Yeah, because they people the thing they say is this is how I am.
This is just how I am.
People do say
That's
that.
bullshit.
That's just how I am.
Grow the fuck up, fam. Grow up. Just grow up. I know it's tough.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the grown shit is tough. Yeah. But grow up.
Yeah, you know, it's funny you saying all this. I went on Facebook. I can't believe I hit the button. I was on Facebook and somebody was like, I can't believe we are the new adults. And it's like, oh, you're speaking to it now. They don't want to be.
Nobody want to be it. Nobody want to grow the fuck up. And, you know, I get it. But at the same time, I was thinking about this today. I'm like, damn, but what if, like, this grown version is way more fun? I had all the kids and the family at the house on Sunday. We all went to SeaWorld Saturday, and, you know, we got a blended family. And I was just sitting there, and I was so fucking happy. I got, like, a little swing in my backyard. And just watching the kids in the pool and just hanging out, listening to music and just, you know, shooting each other with water guns. It's like, you know, the food was good. friends over, like, Rito and like, it was just nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, this is fucking dope.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck I was keeping my foot in that other shit? Like, this is dope.
It took time. This is the time.
It's just growing up, man. Right. That immature you want to hold on as long as they can because they want to participate in the success. I remember I was telling Rito, we was sitting in the back, and it's just some real shit. I'm like, man, I should throw one more like nigga party. I got this pool. I just invite a bunch of chicks over.
Just one more.
When Danella's out of town. And just kick it. And that's stupid. I don't need that shit.
I mean, that's like a bachelor party, right?
Nah, nigga. No, it ain't.
Ain't that what they do?
That's not what that would have been.
Okay, all right.
I know what it would have been. I'd have been in so much trouble.
I would have been in so much trouble.
I would have been in so much trouble. It's just out of like hip hop and all that. Like, it's just not growing up. I did that shit before. Even if it wasn't in this environment is not for that. I built this for family.
For family, right. Yep. You moved that way for a family. This is...
It ain't supposed to be a bunch of butt naked girls.
That's what you was on.
Which is why, like, I'm thankful I'm not single. I could only imagine, especially with a writer's strike, everybody ain't got shit to do. Just Freaknik, all the grown people. Freaknik 3 or whatever the fuck. It would have been, I know it would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Nah, man, you ain't got that reach no more.
I don't want to do that,
It's
man.
over with, man.
Yeah, fuck
Fast.
that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm serious. Ladies, you could try all you want to. I don't want no side piece. I don't want no... Which, that's scary, too.
I'm like, don't challenge him now.
Oh, well, don't leave me alone, man. Like, just leave me, please. Just leave me. There's so many niggas that want that shit. Just leave me. I got somebody. Please leave me alone.
Yeah, Sam. Man. If only it was that easy, real.
It is that easy, man.
I mean, for you, but
it's not even just for me. Everything's about how you make your mind up.
No, I'm talking about telling women to stay away. That like,
Dude,
that's
not easy.
They like, no, we ain't staying away now. You shouldn't have said nothing to us.
It's not easy, but at the same time, I have to be mature about this shit.
Yeah, you good. I believe
as long as I'm not walking into it naive anymore for no fucking reason. I love playing dumb. I enjoyed the fuck out of it.
But you're done with that now.
I'm done with it. I can't do that no more.
Okay.
I can't do it no more. So, hey, you shoot your shot all you want to. I can't, and you know how many times I've been approached about like them knowing about Danella, like, hey, I don't mind being number 2. And it's like, are you serious?
Somebody said that to you?
3 women said that to me.
I don't mind being number 2. It's crazy. But I mean,
especially in Atlanta, they really don't give a fuck about the side piece shit.
Come on, man.
It's like, you okay with that? Mm-hmm. Like, you ain't gonna get a dime if number 2.
What money they getting?
Yeah, like number 2.
You paying bills, real?
Nigga, no. Number 2?
Number 2.
If I did a number 2, you ain't gonna get shit. You gonna be just a good time. Every once in a while, you try to come at me with some shit. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Man. But anyway, no, I wouldn't do that.
So speaking of shooting your shot, right? Basketball, Dylan Brooks.
Now, this is why this all ties it to each other, right? As far as just saying shit. You gotta watch what you say. If you go talk shit, back it up. Back it up.
He wasn't capable of backing anything up.
You go say LeBron is too old. I don't respect nobody unless they drop 40 on me. Well, how about losing by 40?
Yeah, I don't know where that came. It was weird. I didn't expect that from him at all. Like, he's never talked that much before. He just go out there and do what he do. Not the greatest, but he does it.
I mean, they couldn't wait to get rid of that dude.
Yeah,
That's crazy. They just ended the series.
And Draymond did say probably not even a month ago that the dynasty starts after you. He told him this. It was on his. He said it on his podcast. He said they're gonna be better when you're gone. And this just happened. I said, man, Draymond, you spoke this. He said the dynasty starts after you. How crazy is that?
That's terrible, but that's real.
It was real. Man.
You know, first of all, these playoffs have been great. Some of the best basketball I've ever seen.
Amazing.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm still sick about the Bulls.
They had a shot. Now we're looking at the Bulls, Knicks. You probably would have went to New York or something.
Fam.
Yeah.
I know, because me and Spike was cool when we talked that last time. Because I sat next to him. We done probably got to a fist fight watching Bulls and Knicks. Because I would have talking cash shit.
The Bulls, man.
That's crazy. Oh, that would have been so fun. Oh, it gives me a headache.
But then, at the same time, you go on ESPN and say the Miami Heat are going to the championship. And
I did say that.
What was that about?
Because I'm fucking smart. And I know basketball. Jimmy Butler is, like, if he can stay healthy and if he's okay and wear some fucking high tops, I don't know how many times I got to say this. Can y'all stop wearing these fucking low tops? There's so many ankle injuries. So, I don't know. Like, the NBA should, like, say something.
No, it's the style, man. Bron got lows now.
The style?
He got lows. Kyrie
It's
had
so
lows.
stupid. That's why all their ankles is fucked up. Even, I'll say one thing about Kyrie's shoes. Kyrie's shoes always had a little mid
The
to
little
it.
mid to the,
These are straight up ankle breaker shoes.
ankle breakers.
Zion Williamson should not wear no more low top any light shoe. Buy you some Nike Forces that Charles Barkley wore.
Dang, all the way up.
Get some Ewings, nigga. You need a thick ass shoe.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder why. Is it because it's lighter on it?
I guess so, but it's so like crazy to me that none of them care. Like, dude, this is a problem.
I don't know. But nobody here wears highs anymore, do they?
And they all be fucked up.
But they look.
As little, back in the day, somebody could roll their ankle and it wouldn't do what it's doing now.
Yeah, because you got the shoe tied up.
You got your shoe tied up tight, high, and you got on the ankle stuff. I am in utter shock that nobody like. I wish I could start a petition. Please start wearing runner shoes on the basketball court.
I mean, but they used to have Converse, man.
Cool.
They ain't got nothing on. It's high, but it's paper.
Dude, like
Thin.
Jordans were high.
Yeah, they were high.
I don't know. It's just hard watching that shit, man.
A lot of injuries.
A lot of ankle injuries.
Yeah. Well, So so Miami going against you got them beating the Knicks. So then you got them beating Philly. Oh man, Joel. Philly or Boston, you got them beating them too. With no Tyler Hero though.
It's gonna be Boston and Miami.
And no Tyler Hero, you still got Miami.
Just remember I said this on record. Okay, this gonna come on later. That's what I said. Okay, we'll replay this shit 15 times. Especially if I'm right. And I'm gonna go back to ESPN. Tell Stephen A. Smith. Because I did Stephen A.'s World too. And that's why I said it at too.
You was on there for about an hour. I watched it.
Yeah, I just hung out.
You was over there eating?
I think they wanted me to leave, but like, nigga, I ain't going nowhere.
Stephen A was like, "Yeah, I'll be back, and I'll be back, and we got CJ McCollum." And then Real was still sitting there.
I was still sitting there. Like, I lliterally, because his sister made food. I was sitting there eating. I was really eating.
No, I saw you.
Like, I was eating. They were like, man, this nigga really. I saw somebody on Twitter like, man, he really on there eating. I said, motherfucker, they got food here. She warmed it up. Gave me some lemonade.
No, Real was on the show for an hour for the whole game, third quarter.
Whole second half. Whole second half I stayed.
What is he doing?
Stayed the whole time. And he had to go to the bathroom, so I had to do like some filling and shit. I was working.
Hey, he was working. Yeah,
I was promoting the other game.
he sure was. So next up, we got. I'm like, what's Real doing?
I was on that point. I was so happy to be there. I mean, even just the commercial was so much fun to do. Like me being fake traded to the Knicks is one of them. It's so funny.
Being fake traded to the Knicks, you should see about some tickets right now because they make it past the Heat. That might be since you got traded. Let's keep that promotion going.
That's the thing about it. I'm such a basketball fan. You know, when I did NBA Today, I'm like, no. Y'all don't understand. I watch this show every fucking day.
Right.
Thank y'all for having me. I'll come back. They like, come back anytime. Oh, I will.
Don't tell me that.
I'll come back tomorrow, shit. Give me a little earpiece and sit there and get my outfits.
But you also said Memphis was going. What was that about? Because they didn't go nowhere. They at home.
You know, so man, they just lost their confidence, man. They lost their confidence. You know, Memphis is a great young team, but it was, first of all, the elephant in the room is it was just too much that happened to that organization that year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And LeBron and AD are just. This is the first time I ever seen LeBron like pass the ball as much as he's doing.
That's funny saying that for a guy who averaged 7 assists.
Yeah, I mean, but he's not
career.
he's not holding the ball.
Yeah, he's playing off the ball.
He's playing off the ball, and that's how you keep longevity in your career. Actually,
Yeah. As Draymond said, it's kind of hard figuring it out right now. They're like, we ain't never seen this LeBron. So that may go into, I'm not going to say they're going to beat them, but hey, they do. They couldn't figure that out.
well, the problem with Golden State is also too they're small.
They're very small. Very small.
It literally like some tall kids blocking some little kids shots watching the game.
AD blocked somebody's shot without looking. He was going
turned
this
to the
way,
side.
turned like this.
Yeah.
Oh dang, my bad, yo. Well, yeah.
break the set, Wayne.
Oh man.
Shit.
But yeah, he did. And I was like, yo, this is real bad. This is bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is but it's one game. We'll see what happens.
I mean, Curry's gonna have to go crazy.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. And he can't get to the rim.
And let me ask you this, because people have been saying this. I mean, this is kind of on the subject. If Steph Curry wins another championship, does he trump LeBron?
Not as an overall player, no. It's kind of hard. I mean, they saying LeBron is number 2. You got putting Steph. They're not going to do it. They won't do it. Me? But I come up shooting the ball thinking I was like Steph before there was a Steph. So, don't ask me. But overall career, no, LeBron got four MVPs, 4 Finals MVPs.
Look, let me tell you something.
No.
It's only a few people who have changed the game.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, that's different.
You know what I mean? It's only a handful. Wilt Chamberlain, Dr. J,
Dr. J don't get credit for that.
Kareem. Kareem and Wilt is the
Oh, yeah, they
same.
told them they couldn't even dunk.
Yeah.
Okay. Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. We got to put Bird and Magic in there. Shaq.
Do you feel like all these people changed? Everybody can't change the game.
They could have rules had to change for certain people. Like Shaq is on that list because the way he dominated is it's certain rules they had to come up with.
And what was the rule? I mean, I guess they did have rules, but Shaq.
The hack of Shaq shit.
But that's because he couldn't shoot free throws, though.
But it was just these little things that they had to switch up. And
right.
Curry changed the game
dramatically. I don't think it's going back.
Nobody shoots layups anymore.
Right.
Everybody just go for a 3. I get so mad watching a fast break now, and everybody goes back to the 3-point line.
Everybody.
You don't want a layup?
Even that play, it was game 1 of Warriors-Lakers. Think about it. It was Steph, Jordan Poole, Clay, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green on the court. And nobody was in there to rebound. They were all amongst the line. Because Draymond, who you think would be rebounding, he's passing.
That's another problem with Golden State, too. I think they still at odds. It's like 2 different teams, man.
Oh, yeah. They got the young guys and they got the older guys.
Poole and Draymond ain't good. I don't care what nobody said. I saw him snatch away from Draymond.
I mean, would you be good with somebody that punched you in the face? Would you ever forgive?
Yeah, if I know he whipped my ass.
Would you? Hold on. Have you ever hung with somebody that whooped your ass and now you still hanging with him?
Yeah, Michi. I did it on my special. Michi whipped my ass and we still live together. We got 2 more fights after that. He whipped my ass and I choked him to sleep.
Hey, y'all did still live together, huh?
Yeah. Then we had one more weird ass fight. Wildcat just left. He was so, like, so you niggas could kill each other.
Damn.
And we was punching each other in the face and we both was tired. He's like, Michi, we can't do this no more, man. We too old. Like our bodies was aching. And that was the first time we just stopped the fight. It was, that's how you do it. Was 2 old niggas. Nobody breaking up with just us like, all right, man, let's stop.
But also, let's do it like this. That was almost a necessity that y'all had to continue to live together too. It's not like y'all could have went anywhere. Too many other places at the time. Being
I could have went to my parents' house.
You wasn't doing that though.
I mean, at one point I had to.
Oh. Well, you know what I'm saying. Jordan Poole, Draymond Rich, and tomorrow one up can leave. Like, all right, I'm gone. I don't gotta do this.
Jordan Poole signed a contract.
Yeah, he can ask for a trade, and they may just give it to him. Cause they make us go all in.
I think he want to start, and it's like Steph Curry still there, man. Like this is not gonna ever be your team.
And Klay Thompson still there.
Yeah.
What you try? What was that? What was that? Whoa! What's that noise?
Clay.
Corral, don't do that, man.
Don't do what?
I know what you're trying to say, man.
I don't want to say nothing because he one of them niggas that get mad.
Yes, he would.
I'm like, and I don't want to insult today like that. It's just like, you not Steph Curry.
You don't.
Steph Curry is the legend over there.
Yeah, but saying that is, man. I see how people be feeling, man, when you do that.
Yeah, they get mad as fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Because they even said KD wanted some type of something, not more than Steph or like compared to anybody, but sometimes you don't get that, and you feel like I'm that guy too.
Is he like Pippen or Rodman or
Who? Clay?
yeah? Who would he be in that like?
He would be Pippen before Rodman.
Yeah. He'll be like Pippen, but like, I mean, he's still unique. They the Splash Brothers. They're
Yeah.
They're unique. But it's just like, it's no different from like, I'm just trying to think of other championship teams. It's like John Starks. I mean,
I'm about to say that's not a championship.
I mean, they didn't win a championship, but I'm just saying it's like that type of thing to me. Like Allen Houston, you know what I mean?
Wow. I guess so, man. That's crazy.
He ain't D Wade.
Oh, well, till when LeBron and D Wade.
What you mean?
Like that. Maybe he that D.
Nah, fam. We talking about Klay Thompson couldn't have his own team. He's a number 2 guy. I'm not wrong for that.
You could be wrong.
I'm not wrong for
That's
that.
the way that's the circumstance. But let's say he had went to Portland or something and been a number 1.
Nigga.
You never know.
I'm sorry.
Reggie Miller was a number 1.
What you mean he wasn't?
He was a number 1.
So you comparing Klay Thompson to Reggie Miller?
Possibly, yes.
Hell fucking no. Reggie Miller was way better than Klay Thompson.
That's because Klay's playing second to the Steph. He played first. He may get those opportunities.
Reggie would have still been number 1 if he played with Steph.
So, all right, y'all. So this has been another episode of...
I'm just saying, bro.
I mean, it kind of depends on the era now.
Nah, that era? What the fuck are you talking about?
And it depends on who decides to take a lesser role. I mean, Steph Curry is dynamic. You just said, is Steph Curry better than LeBron?
Here we go. Now, see, this is interesting about Steph. And it's funny we bringing up Reggie Miller, too, because he's not in a conversation about a lot of stuff, and he should be. Because that motherfucker was unstoppable, and he was clutch as fuck. Super clutch.
And he's I give fierce defender as well.
And he wasn't scared.
No, he wasn't at all.
You mean to tell me you got Reggie Miller on the Golden State Warriors? First of all, this is what pissed me off about that damn fight at the Palace.
Okay.
That was Indiana's year.
That was the year to win.
That was Indiana's year.
Them were those the 3 integral parts of the team. As Jermaine O'Neal, you had
Steven Jackson. And Ron Artest.
Bruh, that's the 4, 3, and the 2. Wait, dang, how wait a minute. And Reggie? Who was running the point?
They had a bunch. They had a couple of people. They had Mark Jackson there. They had Travis Best. They had
Wow, they were still there.
Jalen Rose might have been there. Somebody else was there. They had that team was really good. And Malice at the Palace,
Man.
which that still scares me too, because I don't feel like the NBA has I feel like those fights still can happen.
And what about when Draymond was enticing the Memphis crowd?
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy to me. Because you can't do that and say you don't want fans doing certain things.
Right.
Like, Draymond, you in Memphis. Don't be doing that shit in Memphis.
Yeah,
Niggas start throwing gold teeth at your ass.
That was you in Memphis, boy. Ooh.
I ain't going to Memphis.
Oh, man.
Well, look, man. This was actually an interesting episode.
Yeah,
We talked about a lot.
Uh-huh.
Even though that's what podcast is. Except we talk about a lot and it's just not crazy toxic.
Right.
Like these other dudes, they be saying crazy shit. I've been listening to other podcasts just to listen to it. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
I don't know what you be listening to, so.
Dude, it's just random shit. Like these dudes be saying crazy shit.
You think it's for clickbait?
I don't know, man. I used to think it was, but I'm like, I think some of these cats think like this.
Believe that, yeah. You got. What'd you say?
They definitely think like that.
Oh, wow. Well.
Yeah, it's because it's too. This one thing about the podcast where you can't rehearse this shit. You just saying what you're gonna say.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's cats it's like podcast diss. Like recently, Joe Budden and fucking
Camera.
and Noriega was talking shit about Cam and Mace shit, which is fucking hysterical.
That
Cam and Mace podcast,
it's hilarious.
Cameron is fucking crazy.
That's one of your favorite people.
Yeah, he's hysterical. Like him and 50 Cent are two of the meanest niggas of all time. They so petty, and it's so funny.
And yeah, Joe Budden and Noriega was saying that they wanted to see people fail, and they aimed at rappers. And I was like, man, I wonder if this Joe's time to get back at people, because maybe he felt like he was that dude rapping, and now that he's the dude with the podcast, and now they trying to just get into his lane. Let me.
I mean, Joe Budden need to be careful, cause you're talking shit to niggas that's about that shit. And they have people surrounded around them. Like Cam, that's why Cam would talk shit back. Like, what you gonna do?
Yeah, he said, where you at? I said,
Where you at, fam?
what's going on here, man?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just very interesting. And I think that's weird that people do, because that's no fair. What if these niggas are sitting around laughing at your rap career?
And that's probably where this is all stemming from. Because he thought he was that dude in rap, and they were. And then now he's the man in podcast, and they trying to get in his lane, and they maybe not getting the numbers he thought. You know, the numbers.
But
they get them now.
They are getting
They get them now.
These things take time.
Yeah, he been doing. That's all. He been doing it 10 to 12, 14 years.
Exactly.
So, yeah, Joe, you might have to just.
Even Noriega, I'm like, man, you almost got canceled after the Kanye interview. You forgot?
He apologized quick. I didn't mean to.
Everybody just should mind their own business and stop talking shit about other people.
That'll be great.
That's really what that come down to. That goes back to Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, doesn't go back.
just, brother.
Let's go out there and hoop, bro. Do you?
Out there, do you?
Yep, that's it.
You ain't gotta like down somebody else to pump yourself up. And I hate when people do that shit. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, that's whack.
You don't have to do that. That's fucking weird.
So one of the episodes, this name could be Watch What You Say. This could be a good name of the episode. But it's probably not going to be the name of it, but Watch What You Say in general.
Not watch what you say, but be mindful. Or own it. That's another thing, too. You can't talk shit and don't own it. That's what Dylan Brooks did. He talked shit, he ain't own it. He didn't even want to talk to the media no more.
Now he ain't on the team.
He probably had this little key card. You ever see the people trying to get into the little thing?
Into the facility.
He said, man, I left some shoes in there. All right, come, we'll send it to the house.
We got your address.
Damn.
He should land, I think. Well, depending on what he did now, but he should land. And what's crazy is when he land, he going to land on a contender. Like a Phoenix. That's what's going to happen.
Man, his nose was turning red. That's why I knew that nigga wanted to cry. That's how you know what a light skin do want to cry.
His nose turned red.
Their nose turn red. Like, oh, that nigga want to cry.
Did you see the video of after they lost the series, they make them walk from the tunnel to the Ritz? They made them walk, and all the fans follow him with a phone. So they walking from the crypto around the corner to the Ritz because they can't get in the car. I mean, they could, but they just walked. And he walked real slow with his glasses on. Just didn't look no way. Just walked straight. You ain't see that?
I gotta find that video.
Yeah.
Put some music to it. Put the Coolio song. We're standing on thin lines when you went to the gangster's paradise.
Actually, that might work. I'm gonna find it for you. That's hilarious.
All right, man. It's been another great episode of Keeping It Real with
Young Wayne.
That's right. Until next time,
Be mindful.
be mindful of what you say.
Keeping it real.
That was a Headgum podcast.